Hello, I'm John. Welcome to the shed. Now, I'm sorry that the name is not as exciting as Avery Junction or Strathpether Junction, Dean Park, McKinley or Chadwick, but the building in the garden just became known as the shed and I haven't yet thought of a better name. And whilst mentioning some of those other YouTube channels, can I firstly apologise that my video skills are nothing like the standard of people like Charlie's. So you'll have to put up with some discontinuities, shall we say. Also, I'd like to just actually put on record a huge thank you to all you YouTubers out there who have put up videos showing your model railways, how you've undertaken the construction, problems you've encountered, solutions you've found. It's been really helpful to me as I built my model railway to be able to watch a video of installing ballast, 2 or 3 different techniques, and then make a decision which one to follow. So, welcome to the shed, and without further ado, I'll just give you a little run round of the trains and then I'll talk a bit about how I started the project. So, a quick tour of the layout. I apologise that very much in progress with construction works, and you may see the odd pots of paint around and other items. Start with the main terminus of the layout, and we're going to start the class 37 running around the layout, and we'll follow it round to see where it goes. So leaving the terminus, there are 2 alternative routes. One goes up and the other goes down, and in this case our class 37 is going to be heading up the bank and into an intermediate station. Intermediate station is currently being used for painting the people to go around the railway, hence the pots of paint, but it has a small shunting yard associated with it. From the middle station, the line curves round to the other side of the shed and then begins to dive down to the lower level. Passing over the canal and round the back of the pub. I mean, who doesn't have a pub beside a lock on a canal? It drops down to the lower level where there are some storage sidings for trains when I eventually buy some more. Passing under the middle station, the line continues to drop, descending to the underneath the main terminus. We can now see that the 37 will run round to the double track underneath the terminus, appearing and then disappearing again before starting to retrace its route back up to the terminus to finish its journey. So as it makes its way underneath the terminus, we need to set the points ready for its return. There are some lights underneath so that one can see what is in the sidings. Our class 37 progressing round the railway. On this trip it is going to make its way back the way it came, however there is an option of going round a loop and returning back into the storage sidings. You can see the single track loop on the outside. Passing back through the middle station, we're now heading back towards the terminus.
So welcome to John's shed. As you can see, it is situated in our garden. Originally there was an old summer house on the site which was falling apart, and having demolished that I created a timber frame to support the floor of the new building before covering that with sheets of plywood. Plywood was sealed, varnished, ready for the delivery of the parts from Norfolk Sheds. Can't praise them enough. Two guys arrived early in the morning and commenced the construction of the shed, and by not long after lunchtime they were up to roof level. They continued going, and very shortly afterwards the roof was on and they were off site. All that left was for me to stain the outside and get on with the electrics to go inside. So thank you for watching the first of these videos. I'm going to keep them short, and I hope that you'll enjoy the second one where I talk about layout planning and early construction.